Hey Dreamers, it's Jade and it's time for me to do a flip through of my February pages in my creative journal, memory keeping journal, whatever you want to call it. So let's jump right in. This is my intro page. I just drew a cute little bear with some mail in its hand for like indication of happy mail or love letters or whatever. And just put this sticker here that says your heart knows the way. And so moving on. This day was the 1st, and the wind was on 10 this day. I had taken my pup niece out so she could do her business before I went to do something or other. I can't remember. And of course, she was taking her sweet time while the wind was blowing me to and fro, chasing after leaves and spores and all kinds of other stuff. But she's cute, so I'll let her get away with it. Also, this day, I went and picked up some orders I had put in for Michaels. They were having a great clearance sale on a lot of the Jane Davenport stuff and other stuff too. I know a lot of you took advantage of this clearance sale, so you know what items I am referring to. And also, I stopped by the Shoe Carnival. I had been looking at these Blowfish shoes. People have been advertising them on Facebook, but they were like companies out in China, which actually had knockoff ones. And so I looked it up to see where the real ones were being sold, and I've actually seen them in like Marshalls and TJ Maxx and stuff since, but this day Shoe Carnival had them, so I went by there and picked up a couple pair. Really love them. And also I put this girl here because this winter I had been really obsessed with hot chocolate and had been drinking it nearly every day. So that was pretty much what was going on the 1st. On the 3rd, I don't know if you guys have heard of this app called Clubhouse. It's exclusively for iPhone for the moment. I'm really not sure if the developers are, I would think the developers would try and move over to Android, but I actually just found something out that would make it a little more difficult to do that. Of course, you guys know with iPhone, everybody is on the same operating system, iOS. So it's easier to make apps for iPhone. Whereas, Android, even though it's a great operating system, they have so many different types of phones. So like LG, Samsung, yada, yada, yada. And they have to tailor, whoever's making the app has to tailor it for each different model of phone, and there's a plethora of Android phones out there, so it can be a little more difficult trying to get an app for Android than iPhone, because iPhone, one operating system, everybody has pretty much the same phone, blah blah blah. But anyway, so I was actually in a Clubhouse meeting this day. Usually I'm the type of person that just likes to listen in. I'm a lurker. I don't always speak up or comment or anything like that. I just like to listen and observe, whatever. But this day I was proud of myself. I actually spoke up and had something to say, so I had to make note of it because that rarely happens. Next day, not the next day, on the 5th, I went out to Walmart because my brother requested a vacuum for his birthday. I'm like, oh my God, we know we are we're getting older when we are requesting appliances for our birthday. So I went to Walmart to see if I could find him a suitable vacuum cleaner. And while I was there, I picked up the Ring Fit. As you guys know, I picked up the Animal Crossing theme Switch last March when Animal Crossing dropped. And so I had been wanting the Ring Fit because when I had the Wii, I had the that exercise board that came with it. I can't remember the name of it, of course. The Wii board, I think it's called. And the little exercise games in there were so much fun. So I decided I wanted to try the Ring Fit. And so that's basically what was going on the 5th. Nothing too detailed. Excuse me. On the 6th, it was just kind of a chill day. I sat down. I caught up on my journaling. I did my daily meditation. And then I just decided, once I had caught up on, I think I was decorating the cover of my 100-day project, my first notebook. And I think once I had that accomplished, I decided I was just going to chill out and sit down and play Animal Crossing for the rest of the day, which I did. And I had to go on a hunt for a new villager. And I'm one of them people that I'm not just going to take anybody. I have a set list in my head of who I want. And I'm not just going to take somebody because they're cute. I'm going to wait and take the person that I want when I run across somebody that's on my list. And of course, Fauna is on that list. So I picked her up that day. Ended up running into her. And that was pretty much what was going on the 6th. And the 10th, basically, this was my brother's birthday. So just kind of chilled out, got some things done at home. And then later on, we went to his place and celebrated his birthday. And that was pretty much what was going on this day. Nothing like, besides my brother's birthday, of course, too like deep or anything like that. So moving on, I like the colors in this. This was Valentine's Day, and I had been waiting, I waited like a day, I think. But I've been waiting for the 3rd installment of the To All the Boys I've Loved Before series to drop, and I think it dropped the day before, but I decided to wait and watch it on Valentine's Day because you know, it's the pandemic and I couldn't go out and do anything, or I actually went to the movies last year, and yeah, I couldn't do that this year, so I tried to kind of just make it a little special for myself this year, I guess. I don't know. So I ended up watching that. Loved it. So cute. I just absolutely love this series. It's so adorable. Of course, the books are better. I have said that before. However, the movies are they're just fun, cute little movies. So, yeah. And so, enjoy watching that. And then also, any opportunity that's kind of like a special day, I take and watch my favorite movie, which is King Arthur Legend of the Sword. I have shared that with you all several times. I'm sure you're probably sick of me talking about it, but I will continue to. Anyway, so after I watched To All the Boys, Always and Forever, I did watch King Arthur. That is my movie. And I just wrote down my favorite quote in here. Arthur, I love him because he is sassy. Like, he is a smart ass, and I resonate so much with that because I am super sarcastic at times, and like, people with my humor, it's like you either get it or you don't get it. So whatever. Anyway, so that's pretty much what was going on this day. The 17th, keep telling y'all, man, you gotta listen to yourself, pay attention to what's going on, and I need to do a better job of this because I had a dream. I had been wanting a sticker book, had a dream that I needed to get to Tuesday morning, and it was urgent. It was urgent that I get to Tuesday morning in this dream. And I was like, woke up, I was like, dang, one of those sticker books are there. But I didn't go. I did go 5 days later, and those sticker books were there. Despite them being out for quite a while and them never showing up in my store before. But anywho, got my sticker book. And then later on that night, I was watching The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel crime scene about that weird story about Elisa Lam. I still don't like 100% know how I feel about this story, or if I'm really even satisfied with the conclusion of it. I feel like the conclusion they came to may have given the family solace, especially since they knew their sister slash daughter better than we ever could have, you know, just the general public and the issues she dealt with and yada yada yada. But there was just too many strange occurrences going on for me to just grip on to that conclusion and say, yeah, that's what happened. But anyway, as long as the family kind of has some peace about it, then that's, I guess, really all you can ask for. But it's an interesting story, and you're just, I mean, every episode you're like, what yeah, it's yeah. Check that out if you haven't, man. I was creeped out by that elevator video. I still think about it. It haunts me. But anywho, moving on the 24th, I had to go give blood. Oh, speaking of which, I need to do that again. Anyway, I had to go get blood. So, but it was so beautiful outside. But I ended up staying up all night. And I went to give blood at like 10:30, and I came back. And that's when I finally went to sleep. And I think I woke up probably, I don't know, probably between 1 and 2 or something like that. But it, like I said, it was so nice outside that I had to get out and go for a walk. I can't wait to start my regular walks up. But the weather here has been kind of back and forth. Really sunny. The sun is deceiving because the sun is out, but it's still like cool. And yeah, I'm not finna walk nowhere in cool and or cold weather. Not finna do that. So I need it to be like in the middle 70s so I can go, because I like to go at night too when there's less people out walking and I don't have to dodge people or their dogs or cars and all of that nonsense. So anyway, that was pretty much what was going on this day. I just kind of had to make a note of it because it was my first walk of the season, and now I have been on hiatus again until it like considerably warms up and consistently stays that way. So waiting for that day for me to be able to start my walks up again. I couldn't really do them last year because I kept feeling this resistance in my right leg every time I would go out to walk. And of course, a few months later, eventually found out I had blood clots in my leg. So that's what the resistance was. But anyway, moving on. This is my last spread for the month of February. And it's just a conglomeration of my faves or things that month. My favorite thing that I watched that month, besides, of course, my favorite movie, was the To All the Boys conclusion. And then I just made a list of what I did actually watch for the month of February. And it was a lot. Got through a lot of stuff. Equinox, My Last Day Without You, Warrior. Oh, that is a good series. If you haven't watched it, it's on HBO Max. If you have it, it's called Warrior. The Lodge. Oh my God. I was like, them some raggedy kids, okay? I was not here for them kids. Firefly Lane, that was pretty good. Watched the 3rd season of Good Girls. I watched the 3rd season of The Sinner. I really liked this show, but I didn't care for this past season of The Sinner. It was bizarre. So, Behind Her Eyes. That show is a mind F, but I'm telling you, I figured it out. I figured out what was about to happen. I figured out what had happened, I should say. And so, yeah, really good. Check it out. And of course, The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel. I finished my book, Psycho-Cybernetics. Love it. Again, it's about self-image and how you view yourself, and how you view yourself can either stop you, hold you back, or propel you forward in life. So it's good that if you don't have the best self-image, to begin trying to work on it and change your mind. And there are ways that you can do that. But anyway, and they actually give different exercises to try after every chapter in Psycho-Cybernetics, which I love, because it's not just, hey, here's the information. It's, here's the information, now take what I'm teaching you and apply it. So yeah, really love that. I like things that make you or encourage you, I should say, because nobody can really make you do anything, but encourage you to not only take in the information, but to actually start applying it for yourself, for it to do some good. And so yeah, he also on repeat, I had Rendezvous by Craig David. Absolutely adore that song, that whole first album. Actually, a lot of Craig David's albums I have, but that first album, nothing will ever beat it. Born to Do It, absolutely loved it, and it takes me back to my college years. Also, Floetry, this was on their 2nd album, but their music is just absolutely beautiful. So, and I was listening to Lay Down on repeat, and again, like I said, excuse me, another show that I really liked was Behind Her Eyes. So that is pretty much the conclusion of my February pages. Now I have finally moved on to March. I have the intro page done. Now I need to start putting my entries in, and now we're almost in May. Yeah, I'm gonna catch up. Anyway, that is it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments or questions about anything, you can definitely leave those below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.